Good morning, Wanderers. Welcome to Doug Wanders the Midwest. And today we take on more Atlas Obscura hidden gems in Michigan. We are looking to head south and east, doing several counties in the southeast Michigan. There's, I'd say, I don't know, maybe about a dozen different items. We'll have to look as we go through, but we're headed south, we're headed east. We're going to check out a lot of cool stuff on the list that is seen as hidden, cool, unusual items that are treasures in Michigan. So we're going to check that out. Come wander with me. All right, it is a cold one, guys. Looks like it's going to be a wandering trip that's a little bit on the chilly side. Got a lot, about 2 to 4 inches, I think, is what they forecasted last night. So, all right, let's go. Wander up. All right, guys, so we have arrived at our first place on our list of Atlas Obscura. Let's go check it out. So we have entered into Layla Arboretum. This looks like it's the Kaleidoscope Garden. But we're gonna go check out the Fantasy Forest, I believe. Pretty cool. This place is like you can tell, like, it's trails and garden areas, and but this is not the main part. But let me get to that. All right, guys. So we have arrived at the Fantasy Forest Sculpture Park. We're in Calhoun County, right around Battle Creek area. But supposedly they have all these cool sculptures. Look at this guy. And unfortunately, we got about four inches of snow, so we have snow all over these guys. Let's try to see. See, it says welcome trolls. So here we are at the welcome trolls. All right, everybody, welcome to the Fantasy Forest. These sculptures are truly a spectacle to view firsthand in person. When emerald ash borers destroyed numerous ash trees in this arboretum, artists were invited to carve wizards, dragons, and other fantasy-themed carvings from the tree trunks. This wonderful collection of art is known by many as Fantasy Forest. This wasn't so packed. This looks like a wizard. I'm assuming it is. You can see, like, the castle behind here. That is so cool. Definitely see why I got on the list. See what I come up with. The Wizard of Layla. There we go. Well, that makes sense. We're in Layla Arboretum. All right, so here's that castle. It's very cool. Castle Layla Doria. So that's what that is. All right, let's head over here. Back up a little bit. We're right by the Battle Creek Airport. So that's cool. It's a cool plane right there. But all right, look at this person here. Let's see if we can scratch off the Lady of Layla. Elizabeth Parker. So this looks like I Am Groot. I don't know if that's what it is, but let's see. Oh, there is a sign over here. I'll have to take a look, but that is so cool.
Well, I guess I was spot on that one. I am Groot.
Wow, look at this little... I don't even know what that is. But there's an alien spaceship sucking everybody up out of their poor little village. Their farm, it looks like. It's like a little farm. I wish there wasn't so much snow, but that's okay. It does the job. All right, so this is Phoenix chair. All right, beware the Kraken. So this is, oh, it's got eyes. Beware the Kraken. So this is called Spirit of. It looks like George Wise, Climax, Michigan. So Spirit of George Wise out of Climax, Michigan. This guy. This stuff is really cool. I mean, I live in Kalamazoo, which is only about a half an hour away. Never been here. Gonna have to come out here in the summer for sure. All right, just like it says, genie in a bottle. Definitely is a genie coming out of the lamp of a bottle. It's more of like a picture to me, but I don't make the rules. Very cool art. Love it. Drago at Jim Duncan's. Look at that. Awesome dragon. No doubt why this is on the list of things that you need to see in Michigan. Such a cool little park. And there's like these little sub parks off of this one. Gotta come see it, guys. This is cool stuff. All right, so we're at Bigfoot. We have spotted Bigfoot. That's very well done. Love it. All right, so this is Paul and Babe. I'm assuming Paul Bunyan and the blue ox, but it looks like the blue ox is kind of worn off, but you can definitely see a whole lot better. Love it. All right, so backpacker moose. Very accurate. Marty Moose. He's got the little backpack on. I love it. All right, so if pigs can fly, this you can see the little piggy with wings. I love it. All right, guys, so that does it for the Fantasy Forest Sculpture Park in Calhoun County, Battle Creek, Michigan, in the Arboretum. Gotta check it out. It's well worth it. On to number 2. All right, in the same place, they have this little tubing hill.
Kind of wanted to show that. I thought that's kind of cool. You can come here and bring your kids to go tubing.
All right, guys, there's also like a Peace Labyrinth. It's like a little maze kind of garden thing. So when the summer pops up and there's spring, another thing to check out when you're here.
All right, guys, number 2 on our list is the Battle Creek Sanitarium. All right, guys, so as you can tell, this is a Michigan historic site. So it says Battle Creek Sanitarium opened in 1866 as the Western Health Reform Institute. The institute was founded by health principles advocated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. In 1876, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg became the medical superintendent at the sanitarium. Kellogg's many innovations included the use of radiation therapy for cancer patients and the invention of flaked cereal. The sanitarium burned in 1902. The following year, a 6-story Italian Renaissance revival style building designed by Dayton, Ohio architect Frank M. Andrews was constructed, and then Kellogg's brother W.K. Kellogg worked at the sanitarium for 26 years before leaving to establish the Battle Creek Toasted Corn Flakes Company. The Battle Creek Sanitarium is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. So, what a crazy, amazing building. 1866. Transformed to a lot of different things. But that is why it's listed on the must-see list of Atlas Obscura. Definitely worth a look, as you can kind of look into. This is the downtown Battle Creek area. Kind of interesting as, like, I knew this building was around, but like right over my other shoulder there, that's where I did my student internship. all my time I came to Battle Creek daily for, like, I don't know, I think it was like 4 months or 5 months for my clinical practice. And hey, look what you can find if you actually pay attention. All right, we're in our next stop, A. Lincoln. We're gonna go check it out. It's a portrait made of pennies. All right, so this is 32 Battle Creek Community Foundation. So we're gonna go on and check it out. All right, guys, so this portrait used 24,500 pennies. It was made by Richard Schattler, and it used pennies from 1909 all the way to 2017. 1,681 steel pennies were made for the Lincoln shirt, and won art prize, International Art Competition, public vote, grand prize in 2017. I dropped a photo of the actual piece of work because, unfortunately, it was closed today. All right, we're here at the Dr. J.H. Kellogg Discovery Center. It represents a significant and painful chapter in medical history. The name Kellogg is most commonly associated with tasty breakfast cereals, but before that, he was an MD physician. He directed the sanitarium in 1876 to 1938. He invented cornflakes in 1894, along with many other Kellogg food products, in hopes to improve patients' overall health. A bunch of medical inventions are now on display at this village and Discovery Center. So this is located just outside of Battle Creek. So it's not too far if you're downtown, just to stop by, check it out. All right, guys, so we're headed into the Oak Hill Cemetery. We're gonna see if we can find the Kellogg
grave sites.
All right, guys. So this was a little challenging to find, so we can get into the cemetery. But this is the Will Kellogg. So Kellogg's obviously put a huge footprint in not only the national piece with cereal making, right, but also Battle Creek. So this was his final resting place, and kind of a somber thing, but good okay for Kellogg, and we respect the grave sites here to show you final resting place of the owner and founder of Kellogg's. All right, so we've gotten to the last thing on our list in Calhoun County, just outside of Battle Creek, not too far away from Binder Park Zoo. Historic Bridge Park. So we're gonna take you and let you check this out. Items on the Atlas Obscura. All right, so you come in this little park, and you park in the parking lot, and then here is the bridge. Pretty cool, actually. I like it. All right, we're gonna go across it now. Show you what we're up against. Right, here's from down here. Very cool. All right, I can see why it made the list. These set of stairs, we gotta go up and get on there. All right. Made up those stairs, all filled with snow. I think we got about four inches last night. You can see the highway over there. That's 94. Goes right over the Kalamazoo River. All right, it says Charlotte Highway, Ionia County, built in 1886. So you can see, yep, 1886. All right, pretty cool. Definitely worth a stop. 1886. It says Buckeye Bridge Works. Hepburn, H.P. Hepburn, Cleveland. All right, so here's the picture, one more picture of the bridge from the big full picture. All right, so there's from the other cross on the other side in the park, there's actually several little bridges. This is the 133rd Avenue, Allegan County, built in 1897. So this is like a little bridge. Yeah, there's like another little bridge over there too. Yeah, there's like 3 of them actually. So there's more than just one bridge, but yeah, we're gonna go check them all out, make sure we wander around and get everything we can get. So as you're kind of walking around, you can see there's one, and then there's another one over here. All these little historic bridges, kind of crazy. Oh, there's actually more. This must be like Bridge Park. Literally Bridge Park, more than one bridge. Bridges. This is 1890. I think that says 91. I'll have to zoom in a little closer. Yeah, this is like a bridge brigade. But this is 1897 too, so they're kind of like all these bridges. Very, very unique place for sure. You can kind of see all the river coming through here. Kalamazoo Rivers. You can hear the highway over there too. And we get a little closer on that side, I'll show you. But right off of 94, there you go, there's a sign. 1897. Down to the stream. This is a cool little place. All right, check this out. Historic Bridge Park Sculpture Project. And that's that sculpture right here. Bridge shop. Wow, that's kind of cool. I guess there is a reason why I made the list. What's kind of cool is like this walkway back here obviously is designed for everybody to kind of be able to do walking paths. It's right off the river, the stream that comes off the river. And then you got all these bridges that kind of cross to that middle area. They put a lot into this. 1886. Bower Road, Clinton County, built in 1886. Wow. So cool. All right, so this is Michigan Historic Civil Engineering Landmark, 2001. Historic Ridge Park, Calhoun County, established in 1999. That's really cool. I'm gonna guess that these bridges used to deer trails used to belong to these roads, and they brought them here as a historic place to reserve. That's my guess. Hope I'm right, but it's a cool little bridge park of historic gems. So not only you get one, you get several different bridges. But what a cool little place to walk. Again, some of these places, they're nice in the winter, but I bet you they're really cool if you put them in the summer months and actually be able to not freeze. And that's the last one here. This one is 20 Mile Road in Calhoun County. And this one was built in 1906. So yeah, these are like these little bridges brought here, and that used to be on 20 Mile Road. All these Calhoun County bridges. Super cool, guys. Got to come check it out. This was the one we saw earlier, but it's 133rd Avenue, Allegan County. That was built in 1897. Cool. Love it. And then if you pan over here, that's the Kalamazoo River. And that's 94. Heading west. If you go this way, you're heading west towards Battle Creek, and then because we're just on the outskirts of Maine, and then if you head this way, you're heading towards Detroit. And they got a little kids park here too. It's kind of cool. Right next to the river, they have these little plaques that has all the different river habitat and animals that are in the river area. You can see there's one here. This is kind of where they start. And then there's a bunch of them on the way. So, okay. Well, let's freeze my hand. See how cold it is? It's cold. I just talked a little bit about the Kalamazoo River, which is kind of cool, right? All right, let's go to the next one. You have to. You start the first one. You gotta. Now you're. Okay, the plants. Marsh marigold, native plant. It's kind of cool. And then, what's the last one say? It's definitely freezing out here, though. Stop snowing, though. Oh, it talks about the root system, rain garden. And there it is. Good old Kalamazoo River. So if you look here, like right down by the park area, it talks about all the things that it. There's that. Historic Bridge Park, 26.7 acres. Got all the bridges. I want to find that. I want to find that somewhere. That is very cool. See if I can put that on there so you guys can pull it up. So if you want to look at it, there you go. All right, we're gonna go see if we can find that little tunnel. Kind of makes you feel like you're in the Smoky Mountains. There's this little bridge here that you go into the park. You have to cross over. So this is where you come into the park, where we were before. All the other little bridges are over there. but then you have to kind of go over there to the river if you want to go hang out there. It's a cool place. It would make my list. All right, so there's another little tunnel that I was thinking it was that, and it wasn't that way. You have to go outside of the park and come to the other side. It's only reachable through walking. I thought it was something you drive under, but it's not. It's a bridge. See it right here? All right, we're gonna go walk down there real quick and check it out. All right, so here it is. So it looks like the train tracks go over this, not an actual vehicle. So here we go. It's like a little ferry tunnel. Look at this. What's over here? That's scary. Is that water? Oh yeah. Absolutely is water. You wouldn't want to fall down in there. You know, if you slip and fell. Oh yeah, there's water that comes right out of there in the river. Look at that. Look at those icicles up there. Definitely gotta come over here. So if you're right next to the park, you gotta drive out, take a right from the park. Oh, look at this. Oh, so cool. It's all very, very. You just have to park on the side of the street up there, and then you can walk right down here. But it's definitely worth it. Wow. It's gotten some battle wounds here, but well worth it. Wow, look at that. Needs some work. Yikes. That is really beautiful. And then if you keep walking straight ahead on these paths, it'll go right into the bridge park where we were before. Actually, we saw it from the other side. So if you go way on the other side and look this way, then you would be coming from the park, bridge park. And this is kind of the ending. And this is the east way. So this is head east where I'm at now. But I'm glad we stopped. We're like, we didn't see that one. Like, you can see all the little, where all the leakage is coming through and it's frozen. That's so cool though. Yeah, so glad we stopped. All right, on to our next stop, guys. We are leaving Calhoun County and then we're heading over towards the east side of the state. We're gonna do all the counties. There's only about, 4, I think, items, maybe. There's something in Marshall, the next county, and then Monroe has one too. So, all right, on our way we go. All right, guys, we have found our way to Marshall, Michigan, where our next stop is. We'll be wanted to check this little area out. There's also cool little fountain here in the middle of the city too, as well. Look at that. There's another one. Kind of like you're hitting Route 66. And here is downtown Marshall. All right, guys, so our next item on our list is in downtown Marshall. It's the American Museum of Magic. Unfortunately, it's closed. We did expect it probably to be closed, but we wanted at least to film it. It's only $10 a person to get in there. Looks really cool. Looks like it's 2 stories. You can see some stuff up there. It's like some kind of I don't know. I'm not sure if it's look at that. That's really cool. All kinds of stuff in there. Oh, Houdini. Kinds of cool stuff. It'd been cool to go in there for $10. Probably would have went in there if I actually was able to, but you can kind of see it's got like little pews in there, and it's got little games and stuff in there, but Houdini games. Very cool. See if we can go to the main window here. See a little bit better. But yeah, it looks like you can go upstairs and. All right, well, it's worth it, guys. American Museum of Magic, $10. You can go in there. It definitely hits our list of things to see for Atlas Obscura. All right, guys, here's our next stop. It's McCordy Park. A lot of history behind this, and we'll go through that here in a little bit. But supposedly there's some areas that are haunted here. So beautiful little park in Hillsdale, Michigan. It's in the county of Hillsdale. That brings us to our next item on the Atlas Obscura. So supposedly there is wood that is actually cement that is made out to look like wood. So all the artifacts out here, including the bridges, you'll see here in a little bit. All right, so supposedly there's a lot of history of this area from McCordy, who actually had his house on this property and it burnt down. And so supposedly he had met with quite a few very rich tycoons back in the day, including Henry Ford. And I guess there's rumors talking that he had met with Al Capone here in this basement area that still survived. So it's really hard to kind of see in there. Oh yeah, there's like a bar in there. Let's see if I can find a window. No, it's very hard to see. Oh yeah, there you go. You can kind of see like the bar and like really nice stuff. But supposedly this survived, but the actual house up above did not. So it got burnt down. So they also have like all these little bridges that are cement, they look like wood, but they are cement made. But this park is now home to all these little bridges, and was, I guess, supposedly, see, up there would have been the house, and this would have been the garage down there where he met with all these tycoons, money tycoons. But you can see the bridges run through the property. Now supposedly there's some kind of a blue dressed lady that has been seen on the property at these underground tunnels that are a part of this as well, that was kind of created like right around when he passed away. And so people say that at times you can actually see this blue dressed ghost appear at times. So pretty amazing historic value. So check out the story if you want to. Go on the Atlas Obscura website. There's obviously more about each individual place that we're seeing. So, but I'll probably be doing some voiceovers with some stuff, some more details. All right, guys, look what we found here. Historic site, WHL McCordy Estate. So it talks about this park has the largest country's largest collection of Mexican folk tradition of sculpting concrete to look like wood. So in 1930, talks a little bit more how he hired some people to come construct 17 bridges on his property. They formed the bridges with steel rods and then hand sculpted wet concrete to resemble plain lumber, rough logs, thatch, and rope. Different species of trees can be identified. 2 concrete trees that stand on the property continue to serve as chimneys for the underground Ratskeller and garage. We just talked about that garage down there. McCordy Estate is listed as in the Natural Register of Historic Places. So there you go. There's a little bit of the background there. So kind of tried to explain some of it, but that explains it a little bit more. But this is an example of concrete that is sculpted to look like wood. Pretty incredible. Let's go check those bridges out. So you can kind of tell, like, here's the park in the background, and then down below, right where I'm standing, is actual where that garage is underneath. So that made it. There must have been some kind of a house or something here, and then it was underground where the basement was, where it survived. So pretty cool. I guess that's where all the shenanigans went down, in the basement. So you can see these little bridges. I guess there's 17 different bridges. Yeah, look at these. They're all sculpted out of cement, but they look just very, very like wood. You can see them run through the entire park. But yeah, very cool. It looks like there's like another barn over there too. That, let's see if we can see people come here to sled. But yeah, you can see all these cool bridges. I'm not gonna walk through all that stuff today because there's just too much snow and hills. Pretty cool. All right, so this looks to be the most elaborate bridge that was assembled here. I don't know, it looks pretty. So this is all concrete, but it looks so much like real wood. Isn't that crazy? How you can sculpt concrete to look like wood. But yeah, he hired these guys to come in here and do it. Look at that, you got little benches. Got the stream. Definitely see why this got. Look at that little bench right here. Definitely can see why it made the list of Atlas Obscura. Just real cool little strange things that, you know. But there's 17 different bridges throughout the park. All right, there's another one. All right, here's another one. Yeah, it's just, it even feels like wood, to be honest with you. It's so cool. Coming through here. There's that garage up there. So if you would look at that bridge from up there, you'd totally think that is rope. But it is absolutely all cement. It's so, so cool. Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's another one. I'm not gonna do them all, but wanted you to get the picture of the collected memories. But yeah, they go all the way to the road over there. All 17 accounted for. All right, pretty cool place. Off to the next place. Hillsdale. This is where we're at now. We're on to our next county. All right, guys, so our next item on the Atlas Obscura is called Prehistoric Forest Amusement Park. So this is a dino park that's been abandoned for quite a while. It's got a lot of history to it. Unfortunately, due to some vandalism, there's been some dinos missing from the park. So now they do surveillance on it. I can't go in there, but I'm going to show you a couple things that I can see from the parking lot. All right, so here looks like it was the main entrance. kind of the parking lot, and then prehistoric forest amusement park. This is park closed, and of course under surveillance, so you can see where people will be sneaking up in there. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's a no-no. But you can see in the woods there'd be a T-Rex. Not something you typically see in the middle of the woods in Michigan, that's for sure. But there's a T-Rex. You can see there's like, looks like little cactus trees back there. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff back in here that you can walk through and be able to see. So let's see what else we can find from the fence line. All right, so supposedly this opened back in 1962 or 1963, one of those two dates, and it closed in 2002. I guess because of the interstate, it took away some of the main traffic for this park, and so it suffered. In 2002 it closed for good. Look at this, dino eggs. Can't go over there, but like a dino egg. And up there you can kind of see there was they had a man-made volcano that supposedly was a big piece. They had a water slide, a huge water slide, and then a dino train that was on the grounds. But here's the biggest dino that you can actually see right here by the fence line that still remains. Partially, it looks like it definitely isn't doing well. Boy, would I like to be in that park just to go walk around. But unfortunately, no means no. And outside by the road consists of like old replica like trees, and then kind of got the look of a prehistoric kind of deserty kind of thing with cactus. This is definitely on the list. Things to see. The T-Rex! I think this is the site where it used to be. You can kind of tell a little bit with the mound, but the volcano, the man-made volcano, I think that's what it is, but I could be wrong. Just kind of have that volcano-y vibe. All right, a little bit of a bonus clip. We're just driving, we saw this. It says Train Car of Terror. It's right down up the road from where we just came from, the dinosaur place. And you can see like, this is like, it's got an escape room. And it's obviously this is during Halloween. Look at that in the actual train. It looks like there's drawings of spooky things. Oh, there's even a spooky clown in hands. Oof. I bet you that'd be scary to go through. So this is called Haunting in the Hills. Look at this cool place. I bet you this is amazing during Halloween. It's like a haunt park. It's part of that train of terror. It's like a little village where you go through and it's like a haunt. So, I mean, hey. Who is working in the ticket booth? Creepy guy? Oh, there's a creepy guy in the booth to give you tickets to get you in. But look at this. This is legit cool. There's like a whole like little town, like a western themed town, maybe. Haunted in the Hills. Look it up. We're gonna do it. We're gonna look it up. Look at that. It's got like these little towers. People bet you are like creeping on you in the middle of Halloween terror nights. But Cowboy Creek Lodge. Oh, that is such a cool little thing. It's even got a Christmas tree. It's got a Christmas tree right there. Right by the soda's fountain sign. But yeah, check it out. Motel now open. So you can actually, this is a motel too. So you can stay here. Yeah, it looks like these rustic, spooky, cowboy-like theme. Yeah, pretty cool.
There it is.
All right, guys. So our next stop is in Lenawee County in Adrian. There's a historical museum here, and this is the museum. And there is a statue, supposedly, that is bound to be seen. So we're going to go around the front and get the statue. All right, so here's part of the historical museum. Beautiful building for sure. Bet you the History Museum would be pretty cool. Lenawee Historical Museum and Archives. It's on 110 East Church Street. Hours Friday and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's like a castle. But here is the statue that we came to see. Laura Smith statue, woman's life work. This is on the list of things to be seen on Atlas Obscura. It's over 100 plus years old. It's been sitting here, and it gives a little bit of a piece here. During the Civil War, she nursed the sick and wounded in southern hospitals and on the battlefields. Memories of revered by our country's defenders. She founded the state public school for dependent children at Coldwater, the industrial home for girls that Adrian's own much to her efforts, or owes too much of her efforts. So there's, talks about her work. Feel free to pause this, guys, if you guys want to read this. There's a picture of her. She was born in Canada in 1808. She died in 1898. So feel free to, the statue. It took $1,740. 600 people made donations from 5 cents to $500. Wow, that's amazing. It was made from 8 tons of granite, stands at 9 foot 3 inches tall, with the 4'6" figure of Aunt Laura sitting holding her book, A Woman's Life Work. So it was revealed on June 24th of 1909. And there's the museum. And it talks about the Underground Railroad movement. So pretty cool. This is really cool too. Freedom Trail, Underground Railroad. I'll give you here in case you guys want to click on that and read that. But very cool. This is the statue. 1898. Was a great woman. Did a lot of great things.
All right, guys, so that does it. We made it home safely. It was a long day. I didn't get a chance to do a final video before we left. And so here we are. We did our second session of Atlas Obscura, checking out hidden gems, cool places, unique events in Michigan. So we're going to continue on wandering the state of Michigan and finishing off this list. We got a long way to go. So this is only phase 2. We did Ann Arbor the first time in Washtenaw County, and then now we hit up Battle Creek all the way over southeast, headed over to the east side of the state to Monroe. So we were going to see one other item. We lost the opportunity with time and darkness, so we'll save that for another time. But that does it for this time around. Continue to wander, and we'll do the same. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next weekend.